Hi. So this is going to be one of my most rambly videos ever because I'm not planning anything out. I haven't posted on YouTube in a while. It's currently 10:43 p.m. I'm filming. I'm very exhausted with work. Let's get into it. So I'm running a startup with over 10,000 signups, which went viral on Twitter, and it was something that I built live on YouTube. Like I literally live streamed myself building the application and then posted it on Twitter. It went live and got 10,000 signups. And it was based on ChatGPT. So, you want to find out? Let's get into it. So currently where we are. So where we are right now is we built this Chrome extension that replies to your emails for you with your preferred style and tone. So it's an AI email assistant that writes emails for you based on your style and tone. So you pick a tone and then it learns from your writing style and then it replies to your emails for you exactly as how you would do it, or it comes really, really close. It's going to save hours and hours and hours of email writing. So I was building it live on YouTube. And then the tech stack, if you want to watch it, just go watch the videos, the live streams of how everything happened. So I'm just going to talk about how the idea came about. So my girlfriend and I had this thing where we proofread each other's emails, right? So one time I had a meeting with someone, and then it was someone I really, really admire and I was fanboying over, but I didn't know how to send them a request for a coffee meeting. So I asked her about what to write, and she told me, and I was like, well, what if I paste this into an AI model and see what it says, right? So I pasted it into ChatGPT, like the whole context of where I met the person at the networking event, what the person does, and then ChatGPT, I kid you not, spewed out the exact same thing that my girlfriend told me to write, almost the exact same thing. And that was when I realized that, oh, there's something here. And this was early December. I'm thinking maybe December 10th. The timelines are kind of blurred right now, right? So I went to the meeting went great. And then after, I was like, I should absolutely do this. I had an architecture exam the next day, which I didn't study for. I just opened up my laptop and started streaming live on the setup. A couple people showed up. People really liked the project. It was intended to be an open source project. You know, lots and lots of ups and downs while I was building it. And I think it was a total of like 15 plus hours of live streaming over 5 live stream videos. And I think one of the live streams actually went over 5 hours. So that happened. And I actually went to Oregon with my girlfriend to spend Christmas holiday with her family. And I stopped working on it for like a day or two. So while I was there, I was still working on it, but there I was just working on like cosmetic fixes and making sure that everything's going on well. And then when it was at a good place, because she was helping me with like making sure that what color the buttons are, with like customer feedback. She was basically like the first pre-beta tester, like first alpha tester. So what happened was, I think on December 27th, I can't really remember the timeline. 1 second. On December 26th, that's when I posted on Twitter about what I was building. It was going to be this soft launch about how the thing works. It was going to be like this. It was this short 5-tweet thread about what it does and like how it learns from your writing style. And we were supposed to go on a hike that morning at this place called Silver Falls in Oregon. And so I posted it and never really expected any amazing feedback from it. Like I had like what 700 to 800 followers around at the time. So like my tweets got like what 10, 15, 20 likes. It was like maybe a few people would see it and then they would like it, and then it was gonna be like this fun little project. So we were on the way to the hike, and then it got 5,000 views. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it got 10,000 views. I'm like, yeah, it's never going to go higher than that. It's exactly where it's going to cap. And then I had this thing where I told people to like and retweet, where I would send them invite codes. So I started sending a few people invite codes, and they started downloading it. And at 10,000 views, I was like, this is never going to go higher than that. So we actually went on the hike, had no service, had no idea what's going to happen. And then came back. I think 50,000 views. We were like, holy crap, this is amazing. I think in total now it has 13 million views, I think, plus counting. But I'm going to tell you how it went there. So stay tuned for that. So this was day 1, December 26th. came back, everything's going well. I mean, like 50,000 views, it's a lot of views, but it's still not like Twitter level viral. You know, it's like a minor post that went viral, and then a couple people started using it actually. And we actually capped out at the number of people that we can send invite codes to. So I stopped it. And we were doing a road trip from Oregon to California, and I was just monitoring it, monitoring the Twitter thread, replying to people's concerns. Lots of people liked it. It turns out like it's this problem that everyone faces, so it's something that people could really relate to. And once you can find that on the internet, then it could go viral. It's like just having something that people can relate to, it could go viral. So we were doing the road trip coming back to California, to the Bay Area, and we were in this town called Ashland. And at this time, it had gotten 640,000 views, and lots of people have downloaded it, and we reached the cap and they couldn't use it. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just open up the cap and it still wasn't there. And then that morning, I just saw the number of views went from like 640,000 all the way to 1 million, like in an instant. We were getting lunch in this little town called Ashland on the border of Oregon and California. Just shot up to 1 million views. Like, holy crap, what's happening? And I'm going to tell you what happened. I don't know if I should tell you now or tell you after. Elon Musk had tweeted about it, and we had no idea until 10 hours later. So the only thing we thought of was like, post had just gone mega viral. We had no idea Elon Musk tweeted about it. It's like, if thousands and thousands of people were tweeting about it, we had no service on the road trip. We didn't have time to look at all of the tweets. It was just like, And then that's when I realized that, oh, hey, I should really, bank on this and have people sign up, since people were just saying, oh, I need access. This was like about a day since we've posted it. And then the thesis was they would say they need access, and then I would send them invite codes. So we had just gotten most of those, a couple thousand. Still, it was a lot, but not bad that you would send invite codes to. And I was like, okay, I'll get to this when we get to California. I'll just send them all invite codes when we get to California. And then when it shot up to 1 million, I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to send invite codes to tens and tens of thousands of people who need to use it. So we were moving from the border of Oregon to California when I was actually coding the sign-up page on the website for people to sign up with their emails, just so it would be easier to send them all invite codes and invite them and not have them on Twitter. And I think we did that when it was around 4 to 5 million views, so we had lost a lot of views at the time. And then once the page launched, we were literally crossing the border. Once the page launched, there's this mountain range that I just git deploy, git add, and like git commit, git push, Firebase deploy it on Firebase. And then people just started signing up. It's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, just going up. It's like, oh my god, this is this is crazy. And then eventually, I think at the end of that day, we had 6,000 views, 6,000 signups. In total now, we have over 10,000 signups. Some of the people who tweeted about it actually were Vinod Khosla, a very notable VC in the Bay Area, tweeted about it. And how Elon came to tweet about it is quite interesting. So we came home, we finished the road trip, was home, and then one of my friends called me, was like, dude, did you see Elon's tweets? And I had unfollowed Elon because of the whole like drama about like, Mastodon and Twitter. It was just too much. So I couldn't really see Elon's tweets because like, natively I had unfollowed him. And then he sent me a screenshot. Elon was replying to Peter, who runs the X Prize, which is one of Elon's projects. And then Elon said something. Peter was like replying, quote tweeting my tweet, saying, I think my team would be getting a lot of emails from me from now on. Like, prepare my team, you're going to be getting a lot of emails from me from now on. And then Elon replied to that and said, oh, the AIs will write each other lots of emails. And then that was what blew it up. And that was 10 hours later. And a lot of people like Vinod Khosla tweeted about it. The founder of TAD also tweeted about it. He was like, consider me impressed, Michael. Just kind of cool. And that's to name a few. It's like lots and lots of people tweeted about it. And these were like people with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers. It just went mega viral. So that's the viral phase of it, right? So the viral phase of it was just like being overwhelmed with the lots and lots of attention that you were getting. It's like, VCs DMing you on Twitter, like, what are you going to do with this? People are DMing you, like, are you going to monetize this? Like, what's going to happen? And we couldn't even process requests at the time. So what did we do after that? I think we've been running the platform for like a week. The first day we sent invites was on January 2nd. The first thing I made sure what to do was everything ran smoothly. So fixed up all the little bugs that the thing had, making sure that we had a very strong privacy policy in terms of service before we launched, and making sure that we incorporated the company and everything, just to figure out all the legal things that would happen when you're dealing with people's emails, figuring out like security. I actually took down the GitHub repository, which was open source. It had gotten like hundreds of stars and people were just forking it. And I was like, as a security risk, I didn't really, I was hoping like this would be an open source project that I would run. I set up a Discord for it, and I quickly realized that running an open source project is super hard. Might be even harder than running a company, because like hundreds and hundreds of contributors now who would be willing to contribute to the project. So I took it down for security reasons. And then I did a whole lot of security optimizations on the back end, which it's on our website actually. Any security optimizations, we're not storing emails, never were. We're stripping out all the emails locally, trying to build out, which is still in progress, building out the encryption service, and then we launched it. And then we were using the Clubhouse kind of like strategy, where we're inviting certain people, but not like as Clubhouse was doing, where Clubhouse was just having people invite other people. Like we were randomly inviting like 1,000 people. So the first day we invited 100 people. People started using it, loved it, figured out a few bugs, made some updates. Second day we invited, I think, 1,000 people, and then we invited 2,000 people, and then we invited 3,000 people. So over time, we started inviting a whole lot of people. And at the same time, we were just working on monetization, which we still were. And this is 1 week. Today is January 13th, and we launched January 2nd. So 11 days since we've launched. We're processing a whole lot of emails. At this time, what we're doing is analyzing user frequency. How often do people use it? Why do the most active users use it? Why do the least active users not use it? Retention metrics. We're taking a very data-driven approach to this. It's been super fun. I set up paging on Google Cloud to let me know when the server is down. I set up a whole lot of optimizations in the backend to make sure that we run in basically very little cost, since everything's out of pocket for now. Trying to keep the service as free for as much as possible. And I think one of the most important things is our customer feedback. Amazing customer feedback. People like the product. The people who really like it. I'm going to read some of the customer feedback that we have. Addy AI made history. It's saving me 3 hours per day. And when I saw this, wow, it's saving people 3 hours a day. That's something very valuable there. And then one of the most emotional ones I got was someone who sent me an email, was like, oh, I'm dyslexic. Can I get an invite? This could really help me write emails better. Someone said, I got it and I love it. I'm pleasantly surprised at how good it is. It's helping me write better, more thoughtful emails. Quite frankly, this would be a game changer when it's available for Outlook. So I think what most people are here for is, what's next? What's next after this? We have the virality, we have the customers, we have the growth. 3,000 people have downloaded it on the Chrome extension. And please, this is like a marketing video. Go try it out, download it, use it, give me feedback. I love listening to customers and learning about customer feedback. So what's next for this is I'm not even sure to what extent I can share this. We do think that there is a beep, 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 beep. It's so crazy being a very open person on social media now, and now I have to keep company secrets. Anyway, we're targeting a whole lot of new industries that we could verticalize this to. I think that's to the extent I can say. So we're just saving you a whole bunch of time and, accessing and optimizing the presentation layer. With generative AI right now, if you want to generate, let's say, an image and post it on Twitter, you have to go to a different website, like the DALL-E website, and then download it, generate it, download it, go post it on Twitter or Facebook, wherever you need it. What we're doing is we're plugging it directly into the user interface of what you're using. And that's why we're using a Chrome extension that just plugs the generated emails directly into your mailbox. So lots and lots of things that we could do with this. So please, if you are a machine learning engineer, you're good with deep learning, AI, and ML stuff, just like reach out to us. We'd love to hear. I'm really excited about where this could go. I just want to say thanks to the whole community on YouTube. You were the first few people who were interested in it, and actually some of the retweets, the first few retweets were from people who were watching the live stream. So thank you so much to all of you. I don't know what else to say. This is exciting stuff, and I wonder how long this video is going to be, but yeah, thanks, peace, bye, love you.